The Arizona Diamondbacks have renewed their relationship with the baseball fans in the state of Arizona. They have done it with passion, preparedness, and certainly the crowd has been responding. The Diamondbacks, winners of 5 in a row, enough to make their managers smile as they go toe-to-toe with the Minnesota Twins. What does it mean in the standings? Well, the climb atop Mount 500 as they get closer, a chance to get back to 500. We'll tell you where they are in the standings when they reach 500. Until then, we'll talk about it later. The Minnesota Twins interleague play. What else does it mean? The Diamondbacks have not swept an interleague series at home ever in franchise history. This ball game is brought to you by our good friends with Sanderson Ford. So things are kind of fun. Hello there, folks. This is Mark Grace. My name is Darren Sutton. We welcome you back to the ballpark. What we are seeing with the Diamondbacks, winners of 7 and 8 and winners of 5 in a row, they're finding each way a new way to win each night. Starts with starting pitching. It's been very dependable. But timely hitting has come through. They don't go down when they fall like they did last night. Big errors, they stumbled, but they came right back.
That's exactly right. And previous Diamondback teams in the last couple or 3 years, Darren, would have gone away in those situations when you make a bunch of errors. All of a sudden, you let it snowball. And by the way, I got to say, I'm very proud of you in the 2 days I was gone. You came with a little flair for the dramatic, if you will. The Diamondbacks, we've been bemoaning all year the inability to get the big hit. Not anymore, at least against this Twins ball club. They have found new ways to get big hits and new ways to win baseball games.
A walk-up of nearly 6,000 last night,
awesome.
The largest since 2008. Simply put, the Diamondbacks are becoming relevant again. Ryan Roberts talks about the fans.
The crowd plays a big part in it, you know. I mean, when they get into it and they get on their feet, start clapping and get rowdy, you know, it's fuel to the fire, man. It really is. It's great. Oh, it was hype, man. I mean, everybody's just excited, you know. The whole homestand, you know, how could you not? I mean, we played some exciting ball games.
That is our Geico quote. When we come back, no easy sweep. Mr. Liriano is on the mound. He threw a no-hitter earlier this year. Arizona's got their hands full. The Minnesota Twins, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and some energy in this yard. the Arizona Diamondbacks. A great Sunday tradition as we welcome you back to the ballpark. We trust to this point in the weekend you have enjoyed a good weekend spending time with family and friends and loved ones. And we thank you most importantly that you've opened up your home to us on this Sunday afternoon. Arizona going for a 3-game sweep of these Minnesota Twins, and it's off to take on the Colorado Rockies. We also, for a special treat today, bring you inside of the ballpark as Kristen Urso will sing our Star-Spangled Banner. Let's listen.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
How about a nice round of applause for Kristen Urso?
Presents Diamondbacks baseball, brought to you by Gila River Casinos. Play slots with your Players Club card at any Gila River casino. You can win to $20,000 right away. Jack in the Box with a new bourbon barbecue steak grilled sandwich. Southwest Airlines new Rapid Rewards Unlimited Reward seats. No blackout days. The pesky and the speedy Ben Revere settles in to lead it off. Boy, we're glad you're with us. Daniel Hudson is on the mound. He fires strike one, the 24-year-old right-hander making his 10th start of the season. Revere playing as a fourth outfielder for these Twins. Very speedy. As that one is over the inside corner. 1-1 the count. For Hudson early on this year, and you diehard fans may remember, the first inning, that was his Bermuda Triangle.
Yes.
Change up.
Oh my, what a beautiful change up there. Way out in front of that one was Revere.
All year long, this is what he has done. 4 and 5, an ERA that has gone down, down, down each and every time. Out his last 5 starts, very effective. A little number. He can run. You better hurry. Roberts. So Ben Revere is on, and I would imagine Ron Gardenhire and the Minnesota Twins will be looking to put their foot on the gas early in this ball game. Let's take a look at the Twins lineup top to bottom. Trevor Plouffe is behind Revere. Jason Kubel's red hot. Morneau, Danny Valencia. What a series he has had. Delman Young, Rene Rivera catches. Alexi Casilla is at second base, and Liriano 1 for 12 in the big leagues in his career in interleague play.
Tough luck there for Daniel Hudson. Made a couple of really good pitches, and Revere found a way to get it by him and get on base.
He's had some tough luck when he has been working, and he's managed. I think the key is he's had some balls that have had eyes and balls like that, but he's still pitched to a solid ERA. 1-0 the count to Trevor Plouffe. Young man out of Southern California. You have to be aware. Plouffe, by the way, in this series, just 1 of 8. He did homer in game 1 of this series. In a couple of steps in the middle, even with a bag as Roberts at third. Runners on the move. Steven. Long throw across the diamond. The runner was moving, so Revere is in scoring position. Let's take a look, by the way, at the defense. I accidentally said Steven. That's Willie out there. David Robleski and Associates. Willie Bloomquist, the shortstop. Ryan Roberts, Kelly Johnson, Juan Miranda, and Henry Blanco. Homer and Henry, we like to call him.
We do like to call him that. And Willie Bloomquist just made a really nice play right there. That ball took an in-between hop. Ended up making a nice play. And there's Steven getting a well-deserved rest.
That's a look of a man with a day off there.
Got the hat up high on the head.
So here is Jason Kubel. Now Kubel, with Morneau still piecing his season together, with Maurer still out with leg problems, Kubel has been, if there is a go-to guy, he has been the one. And in his last couple of weeks, he's even been hotter. 4-game hitting streak. He is homered in this series as well. Gracie and folks at home, the one thing that the Twins have done is they have hit the ball. They have enjoyed hitting here, especially with the roof open. A lot of those Twins talking in the locker room today that they love the batter's eye here at Chase Field.
Well, that's what we've been talking about for years. You can see every stitch on the baseball here at Chase Field. It is one of the best in baseball as far as that's concerned. Gas right by him upstairs. That's what we're talking about, the batter's eye. One of the best of all of Major League Baseball.
And the folks in their beautiful new ballpark in Target Field in Minnesota, some of them quietly didn't much like their batter's eye as they opened up the new ball yard there.
Really?
Mm-hmm. That is strike 3, 95 miles an hour over the outside corner. Again, to continue a trend of pitching out of that little bad luck.
Well, hitter's background or not, that's strike 3. That's just a beautiful pitch right at the knees on the outside corner. I mean, he just sliced the black of the outside corner right off. Great pitch.
And by the way, that's a soda pop he needs to buy for Henry Blanco. Blanco went out there and just smoothly took it into the right spot. Miguel still learning in that area. We saw Miguel Montero looking on.
Soda pop.
Or a cold beverage.
Yeah.
1-0 the count to Justin Morneau.
Henry's a grown man.
Morneau in this series, 2 of 9. He had a great stop in Oakland. That was part of this trip from Minnesota. He gives that one a ride to right field. It was a changeup. Upton going back to the track. He's got room. After some bad luck to Mr. Revere, some good luck against Mr. Morneau. Chicago. He did scatter 6 walks, but with big Adam Dunn's line out to short, Liriano tossed a no-hitter. It was a 4-0 win. Did a lot of sliders that night. And Liriano, who has had a really tough year, made that the first step in the right direction. That's a big first step. And since then, he's pitched a little bit better. He has had some solid outings. Last time out, he beat King Felix up in Seattle. And he beat him 2-1.
Yeah, that's not easy to do anywhere, let alone in Seattle.
You've gotten him when your Fox assignments quite a bit over the last few years. When he's right, what is Liriano doing?
Well, he's keeping the ball down. He's got good movement on his fastball. He's got a very good slider as well. What's gotten him in trouble is wildness. And not so much wildness with walks, Darren. You talked about the walks and the no-hitter. Yeah, he had 6. But wildness to me is also a lot of 2-0 counts, a lot of 3-1 counts. That's when you get hit and hit hard.
Willie gets to start hitting .299 on the season with an on-base of .324. Thought about it? Yes, he did.
You see the movement there on Liriano's fastball. That was nowhere near a strike, but yet Willie Bloomquist offered at it because of that late movement.
And here's the funny thing. That movement comes in a 4-seam fastball. He has canned his 2-seamer because it was too wild. Just went with one fastball. It naturally moves. Down and in. There's that slider. That's strike 3. Boy, that was wicked. Ooh, let's take a look at the starting lineup. Brought to you by Southwest Airlines. Penciled in by Kirk Gibson. Ryan Roberts bats second. Mr. Runner in scoring position. Justin Upton, Chris Young. Juan Miranda's hung in there nicely the last few days. So Nady gets to start in left field. Kelly Johnson, a huge grand slam. Henry Blanco, 4 homers of his 6 hits this year. And Daniel Hudson's had a good year with the bat as well. Right out of the gates, big stuff. Fastball. 0-1 the count. Ryan Roberts. Now we're talking about Roberts in this series. He's driven in 3. He has doubled. A couple of nights ago, he cleared the bases with an intentional walk of Willie Bloomquist. They pitched around Willie to get to Roberts to load the bases, and Roberts cleaned him up.
Well, it's just what he's been doing the entire year.
He took it personal, too, and he acted like it.
Well, you're supposed to. That was always such a bunch of sand in your face being kicked in your face when somebody walked. You know, it happened with me a lot. You know, Rhino, Sammy, Andre Dawson, they were all walked to get to me, and you take it personal.
2-1 the count. And that was the moment in that game. And a refresher for all of you that might have missed it on Friday. Outside, there's a walk. That's the other part of Roberts' game that we have to keep talking about. The Tat Man, if you will, as folks are starting to call him that more and more. He's now walked 24 times, struck out 22. He's walked more than he struck out. Crazy, his on base is 400.
That's so good. Anytime you're over 375, that is very good. And when you're over 400, you're getting into a more elite company.
Chance for Justin Upton now. 9 home runs, 23 batted in. Hitless in this series. Hitless career against Minnesota in 16 at-bats. And here we go. Right away, they want to talk about it. Casilla right out to the mound. Or Rivera, I should say, right out to the mound.
Right out to the mound. It looks like every single pitch that he's missing with is away to the right-handed hitter. He's having trouble getting that ball, finishing his pitches, if you will, Darren. He's flying open and just leaving everything up and away to the right-handed hitter.
Hall of Famer Bert Blyleven going in this summer as the color analyst for the Minnesota Twins, and he talks about the bending of the back and the herky-jerky nature in which Liriano lands. Boy, and Roberts is hung up. He took off early. It's thrown away. There's a break for the Diamondbacks. A break for the Diamondbacks. Eric Young and Roberts talking. Young thinking he might have something on Liriano, but the key, EY said this morning, is you've got to make sure you've got it.
Well, with the left-handed pitcher, it's kind of tough to go early on because he's looking right at you. A right-hander, you can do that, but then Morneau, the throw is high there. And Alexi Casilla can't come up with it, so all's well that ends well.
Interesting move, by the way. Played a little bit of possum when that happened, almost as if he hung his head and he faked like he quit. There's not really any quit in this guy, though. A little play acting going on there.
Maybe playing a little possum, as you said.
He did. A little boo-hoo, I'm out. 2-0 the count. He takes off again, upped him into right center field. Roberts will pick it up, and now he'll have to head back. We had a huge jump. Let's take a look at the Minnesota Twins defensively. Great speed in center field with Revere. That'll help Young and Kubel. Trevor Plouffe, Alexi Casilla anchor things in the middle. And Rene Rivera, I should say, completes a short list of guys that aren't named Joe Mauer. And Mauer continues to get his legs healthy. But there's Delman Young. Had a great offensive year last year. 2 fabulous catches in the Arizona Fall League All-Star game for that young man. And then Kubel in right. Here's Chris Young.
Good change up there to jump ahead 0-1.
Young 3 of 7 in this series. He's got a couple of doubles. Still right up there amongst baseball's leaders in extra base hits, despite digging in with an average, I should say, of 227. That one is into the dirt. He's also on the list for total bases. Guys like Ryan Braun and Troy Tulowitzki on that list for top 10 in total bases. Young is on that list. Second to Chipper Jones and doubles. Another huge jump. I mean, a huge jump, and he stole it.
Well, they've got something on Liriano. There's some kind of trigger that Eric Young's got. And he told him, and it's something, it must be something. When he looks home, that's when he's going home, something like that, because that's the second really big jump that Roberts has gotten. He gets in there easily, and he's just such a spark plug. Love watching him play.
6 stolen bases for Ryan Roberts. Eric Young said over a cup of coffee this morning that they thought they were on to something. But he said, and I said it earlier, he said the key is it's one thing if I know it, they have to see it themselves.
Yeah.
Live.
Watch a lot of film. Check it out. Okay, wait a couple pitches. This is what he may be doing with his knee. This may be doing what he's doing with his head. Missed badly another walk. That's the second one of the inning. That's just first move right there. I think you're just gambling right there that he's going to go to the plate. And he guessed right. And he got in there easily.
So now Juan Miranda with a couple of runners on. Miranda this year against left-handed pitching has hung in very nicely. He's had a good series. He's been on a solid roll. And he is 5 of 13 against left-handed pitching this year. 5 of 13. Swing and a miss at a fastball.
There's
low
that
and
move
out of the
that we
zone.
talked about with the fastball, Darren.
It's stunning that that's a four-seamer too. Again, for you newer baseball fans, you throw it with your finger across 2 seams, you add them up, that makes 4. That traditionally is a very straight fastball. When you throw just along the seams, about where the commissioner signs the baseball, that one usually sinks like Liriano's does. He can't throw that one anymore.
There it is again.
0-2 the count to Miranda. That's what's happened the last 10 games. Kirk Gibson talking a couple of days ago about clearing things up, understanding that it has been and was tough for 3 first basemen to share that
It's got to
spot.
be.
And Russell Branyan cut loose a couple of nights ago. We wish Russell Branyan the best of luck.
One of the very good people in this game.
He'll find work somewhere, maybe a spot to DH somewhere. Nice take.
That time that was the slider.
The 1-2. Got him. And he goes down on strikes. So they leave a couple out there. Like us on Facebook during today's game. Receive a coupon for huge savings, fries, fresh food, famous low prices. Porsche of North Scottsdale. Visit us at scottsdale.porschedealer.com. Weekend filled with fireworks as we welcome you back to Chase Field. Danny Valencia, he's ignited some fireworks. Big fellow with a bat in his hand. He has left no doubt that he's got big pop. He's got a couple of homers in this series. He is 4 of 8 against the Diamondbacks. And not that time. Ryan Roberts plays it up at the logo on his chest, and he shoots it on across in time for the out. So they find a way to get Valencia. The first inning woes are certainly starting to be a thing of the past for Hudson. In his last 6 starts now, including today, he has allowed 2 runs. 2 total runs, as you can see. You can add another start there. 9 in his first 4 in the first inning.
And a fastball in to get the attention of Delman Young.
1-0 the count. Charles Nagy, that was the prescription for Hudson. Throw more in the pen. If you're not ready, throw more.
Yeah.
Again, acting as the different hitters in the order. Ben Revere probably acting as Ben Revere, the leadoff hitter. You just go through and throw a full sequence as that fastball hits the outside. 1-2. Delman Young coming off a huge year. Things have quieted down this year for him. As that one is pulled and it's outside. Young last year led the Twins. He was 5th in the American League with 112 RBIs.
Man.
He got some MVP votes last year. 3-2. That's a solid take. Younger brother of Dimitri Young, certainly a favorite of this show. Guy who went through his ups and downs throughout his career, battled health issues, off the field problems, but was really good to the game. High drive into right center field. Upton tracking. And Justin puts it away. 2 outs.
Pardon me, Darren, but you can follow the D-backs with MLB.com at Bat11 for your iPhone, iPad, Android, or BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, video highlights, and more. Text @BAT to 31826 or visit dbacks.com for details.
I love that app.
It's a big league app.
Here is Rene Rivera. Homered on the series in Oakland. Joe Mauer, the starting catcher, the everyday catcher, the perennial MVP candidate for these Minnesota Twins, still recovering from, simply put, chronic leg pains. That's the best way I know to put it. And he is playing now in some extended spring Gulf Coast League action, rehabbing down in Florida. Just isn't where he needs to be yet. And that makes that man's life really tough.
Yeah.
Mauer making it clear
arguably
that
the best player in baseball.
High fly center. Chris Young, an easy chance. Hudson. That was a quiet inning. And that's a good thing. Don't forget, anytime the D-backs score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos. And thank you for the love there. With a large drink purchase, 4 to 6 the following day. You finally have a young lady having you as the hero.
I got the chick.
It's usually the dude.
Yeah, I'm a dude magnet. Yes. Lovely lady there. And a very handsome, strapping young man for you there, Darren.
Well, thank you. Want to know the count? At least somebody thinks that I'm a hero. I wonder if I'm actually the wind beneath his wings. Nady takes away. By the way, first base for the Diamondbacks. And as a former first baseman, you'll like this. The position of first base, 10 for their last 19. Nady and Miranda combined.
A big part of the reason why Russell Branyan was let go. There just wasn't enough at-bats for him. Nady's been doing a good job over there, and Miranda's been red hot.
So Nady steps back in, the pride of Cal Berkeley, as he faces Liriano, who was kind of all over the place in that first inning.
Another 3-1 count.
I mean, opponents hit just .212 against Liriano. They don't hit him. But yet an on base of nearly .350. Topper off the plate. Charging is Valencia. Wow! Not in time. A great effort by Valencia.
Boy, I didn't think there was any way in the world Valencia would even make it that close. Valencia thinks he might have got it. First base umpire Bill Welke on the call. Boy, I think the D-backs could have gotten a break there. I think that angle looks like he might have got it right. Hello? Aaron,
We're in and
there,
out.
there you are.
Oh, I lost my monitor too. We're back. There's a strike right down the middle. You were just checking to make sure you were on. 0-1 the count to Kelly Johnson. Johnson with the decisive grand slam home run last night and a curtain call to follow.
That's great that the Diamondback fans getting into it. Curtain calls.
Pulls that one foul. The biggest walk-up, speaking of fans, since 2008 last night. Think you got it, Gracie?
That's a long ways up there. That's halfway up the bleachers in Uptown. Big crowd, everybody going nuts. Ryan Roberts right there waiting on him.
This time he dipped under it. That was a slider. In right field, the play is made out there by Jason Kubel, who just called off the kid. Said, I know you're the center fielder, but I'll take it.
I've been out here a while. Let me catch one.
But I'm really fast, and I could actually play both our positions. So Liriano finding the strike zone enough. Henry Blanco, 6 hits this year, 4 homers, 1 double, and 9 RBIs.
And if you throw him a fastball middle in, he might just homer right here.
He went after that one. Don't forget, he used to catch Liriano when he was in Minnesota, so he knows him very well. But the veteran is erased. Hey, anytime a Diamondback player hits a homer this season, and Daniel Hudson's about to do that. Fulton Holmes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Yep, here it is. His first big league home run in just a moment.
Well, that's not true, folks. Probably not going to happen anytime this season, as a matter of fact, but he took a mighty rip at it. He got a pitch to do it. Come on, Darren.
0-1 the count.
Well, Darren's just ready for that first major league tater from Daniel Hudson.
You'll be glad you tuned in. It'll put the Diamondbacks up 2-0. On 0-1.
Ooh, there's another big rip, but it was about 30 minutes too late.
Hudson can hit. We have a little fun with him, but he can hit. 5 of 17 this year. He's got a double, got 4 RBIs. But on 0-2 here, might have a chance to see that homer. That slider's inside. Now, if you have ever come out early and seen batting practice with the club, he can hit it in the seats. You can imagine as big and strong as he is. 1-2 the count. Pitched at Old Dominion. Oh no, that's strike 3. Thought that was a high changeup, maybe out of the zone.
Well, maybe next time for the homer. Probably not anytime this year, folks.
It'll happen later on. Top of the third inning, Mark Grace, Mark McClune, Darren Sutton, and all of you. And we trust on this Sunday your weekend has been a good one. Boy, look at the old school hat.
I like those colors.
Rattlehead. My goodness.
Very big league.
Love the old logo. Lots of fun. Wanted to see the throwback hats and the gentleman on the left, but I'm really not a big fan of that hat. The rattle on top of the head.
No.
Love the old school stuff, though. Used to say Diamondbacks, the whole word on the jersey.
It didn't say D-backs. It said Diamondbacks.
So
you like
good.
that?
Yes, I do. I like that kind of a throwback look, if you will.
And the Twins travel well. There's always lots of Twins fans. You don't like that, huh? I kind of like that.
I love that red, white, and blue lid.
Yeah.
Love that.
You don't like the D-backs, so you like Diamondbacks.
I like both.
I kind of like the whole thing, too.
See on that jersey there, it doesn't say M Soda.
Very well said.
1-1 the count. 1-2. I think I'll stop talking now.
That's probably a wise decision. Here's the 1-2 to Casilla. Tap back to the mound, and it rolls foul. Darren's going to stop talking, so he'll be able to come back to work again.
Oh, look at that, Gracie.
Now it's good to have Sylvester Stallone here.
Oh, is that who that is?
Yeah.
You were on that team, by the way. I don't know if you knew that.
I remember it well.
I like it all. I can't wait till September, the celebration of the anniversary.
It's going to be fun.
Boys in red may put a little purple and teal into their daily activities.
Really?
Oh, yeah, that's the rumor. Might see the old school uniforms.
Yes.
That is strike three. Mark McClune standing by with our young kidcaster today. Her name is Destiny, and we're about to get to know her. Mark?
Yeah, that's right. We're here with Destiny. She actually brought her own sign, guys. Can you hold up the sign real quick and let the folks know at home who you're here to talk to today? Who is Tata, the guy in your sign?
My
Drop your sign just a little bit.
Attaboy, Mark.
my tata, he's in New Mexico for work, and he's like the best person I've ever known.
And he's watching today on Fox Sports Arizona?
I hope so.
Nice.
Now, where do you go to school?
Helavan Elementary.
And who would you like to say hello to besides Tata?
My friends and my teacher, Mr. Mayberry.
And he's a big baseball fan. You told me that. And you said you're a big baseball fan. Who's your favorite Diamondback?
Justin Upton.
And finally, what would you like to talk to the guys in the booth about today?
Why Hudson did not hit a home run.
She's been listening to the broadcast, guys. She's coming your way next inning.
Oh,
we can't wait to see her.
Now, it's not going to happen anytime this season, Destiny, so just hang in there.
You got another one. Where's your other side?
2-1 the count. Right back into center field. Liriano 2 for 13. That's his second major league hit in his career in interleague action. Inspired by the fact that later on today, Daniel Hudson will homer.
Kind of looked like he knew what he was doing there. He just got a fastball away and rifled it right back up the box. That was Purdy.
Excited to have Destiny in.
Me too.
Seems like a great young gal. 9 years old. Our kidcaster. To ask her about Fabian, her younger brother. He's only 4. I hope she's nice to him.
Well, she should be nice to him.
1-0 the count to Ben Revere. First hit for Liriano since May 2006. He got it at Milwaukee. Revere, you love a guy like that in the air. If it's tracked, it is. They played him Shella because he is not a power hitter.
Not a big man at all, but he put a pretty good jolt into that one, but nothing doing, says Chris Young.
Sunday, May 29th, NASCAR on Fox moves to Charlotte, where Kurt Busch will try to defend his title and take home his 3rd checkered flag of the year. Coverage of the Coca-Cola 600 begins Sunday, May 29th with a pre-race show delivered by Pizza Hut at 2:30 Pacific. It's in high def on Fox.
All right, who you got in that one?
Well, I'm going to go with Kurt Busch.
Kurt Busch. You like Kurt Busch, do you?
Well, that's what it said on the copy there.
Oh, okay. I'm going to go with Juan Pablo Montoya. So we'll just have a little We'll have a little
Did he used to
gentleman's
drive
bet.
IRL, or did he used to drive? I mean, is he?
No, he drives NASCAR now.
Has he always been NASCAR?
He's dabbled in others.
I'm a big fan of the race game.
Are you? That's funny. I've known you quite a few years. Never heard you say anything like that.
I would imagine people know that I don't know what I'm talking about as I just said it like that. The race game. 1-1 the count. That one is over the inside corner. 2-1. There's a big NASCAR fan as well. Good to have him here. Young man from Peoria. Good to have him as our guest. I think he thought the roof would be open. That one is low. 3-1 the count. Two away.
Oh, what a good pitch there. Shaves the outside corner. That's going to give Liriano a running start here with the 3-2 count. But just a perfect 3-1 fastball at the knees on the outside corner.
Three and two. A little chopper, and it's a foul ball. What happened there with Joe Saunders?
Well, Joe Saunders swung and missed.
Did he really?
He tried to make the play with his hat, and, well, unfortunately came up empty.
Yeah, that's a terrible play by Joe.
We need to work with him and Matt Williams.
3-2, the pitch, bouncing ball. Can he recover? Now that is a great play. Maybe Daniel can go in and show Joe how to make a play like that.
Not a bad idea.
Our kidcaster is Destiny, and she did a fabulous job as our reporter on the spot. Here is her conversation with Chris Young.
What's your favorite thing about being a D-backs?
I mean, what can you not like about being a D-back? It's probably the best thing in the world. To play for a team. We have a lot of great guys on the team and great people that come out to watch our games. So it's a great life, and, you know, I really enjoy being a D-back.
Who was your favorite team growing up?
Growing up, I like the Atlanta Braves, which is a team we just finished playing, and also I liked the Houston Astros because I was from Houston. I grew up in the Houston area, so I was a fan of my hometown team.
What's your favorite baseball memory?
My favorite baseball memory was probably playing in the playoffs. Either playing in the playoffs or when I got called up to play in the major leagues for the first time. When I was in the minor leagues and my coach came and got me and told me I was going to the major leagues, it was probably my most favorite memory.
Who was your favorite player growing up?
Growing up, Ken Griffey Jr. Do you know who that is? No. He played for quite a while. He played for a few years or so. He was a left-handed hitter. He played, for the Seattle Mariners. And growing up, I thought he had the prettiest swing in baseball. So he was my favorite.
What advice would you give to young ball players?
Just to go out there and have fun. Baseball is a really fun game. I think all sports are fun, though. You know, just get outside, be active. You know, go out there, have fun with your friends, and just enjoy playing around.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
The pride of Gila Bend Elementary School, Destiny, does a
awfully
wonderful
well done.
job. Destiny Mills joins us. Congratulations on being selected our Sanderson Ford Kidcaster. Has this been fun for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and you did that interview. Now, folks need to know, you folks at home, when did you do that interview?
Actually, I did that yesterday.
Yesterday.
All right, and so what were you thinking when you went into getting a chance to talk with Chris Young?
I thought it was actually really fun.
Was he nice?
Yeah.
Okay, he was nice. All right. You were hoping to do one with Justin Upton, but he couldn't make it out, right?
Yeah.
So Chris was a good replacement?
Yep.
There's Justin now.
We'll talk with Justin about that.
You want us to give him the business a little bit?
Huh?
You want us to get on Justin a little bit for not making it out in time? I
No.
mean, are you allowed to be tardy to school? You're not allowed to be tardy, are you?
No.
So Justin was tardy. Gracie, you're going to give him the business?
I'll give him the business for you.
First pitch is high. So
Where's your other eye black?
Oh, I put it on my mom's.
Oh, you put it on your mom? Your mom's wearing the other eye black?
Yep.
That's a
Destiny
big league
Mills.
look.
1-0 the count. That one is on the ground. A foul ball. So tell us a bit about yourself. You are 9,
Yes.
which makes you in 3rd grade?
Third grade?
Yep.
What about your teacher?
He's Mr. Mayberry.
Mr. Mayberry?
Yeah.
Do we like Mr. Mayberry?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a nice man, isn't he?
Yeah.
What's your favorite subject in school?
My favorite subject in school, I'm going to have to say social studies.
Social studies. I like social studies too. What's your favorite part of social studies?
The coloring.
Ah, yeah, I like to color too. I still go outside the lines though. Do you keep inside the lines?
Yeah.
Good.
Of course she does, Gracie.
Well, I got I've terrible penmanship.
The 1-1, and that one is fought off. Already a little good luck from Destiny. A base hit into right field by Willie Bloomquist. We're going to get to know Destiny, continue to talk with her, but this has got to be fun to see your information here on TV. You love Justin Upton. Gracie, she's an Arizona Cardinals fan.
All right, I knew you had class, Destiny.
Good luck, Charlie. That's a fun show.
Yeah.
So that's a family that deals with a little sister or a brother, as Charlie's a little brother, right?
Little sister.
Little sister, the little one. And you have a younger
Brother.
All right, tell us about him.
Well, he's 4 years old. We're 5 years apart. And he's kind of a little devil.
He's a little devil.
Oh, is he?
Really?
And what's his name?
His name is Fabian.
And how does he make your life challenging?
Well,
Come on, you can
he
tell
pulls
us.
my hair, he bites me, he scratches me. So mostly all kinds of things.
Beautiful throw on top of the bag to erase Willie Bloomquist. He felt bitten, scratched there by Rene Rivera.
That's pretty good. This is a perfect throw. Bloomquist actually got a very good jump. And a good call out there by second base umpire Tim Sheeta. Nothing Bloomquist could do there. That's just a perfect throw, wasn't it, Destiny?
And do you like to play sports?
Yes.
What's your favorite? What's your favorite sport?
My favorite sport, I'm going to have to say, is baseball.
Baseball? What
Really?
position do you like to play?
I like playing second base.
Good. Much better than first base, isn't it?
I'm going to ask you again, Destiny. What position do you like to play?
Second base.
You're supposed to say first
I'm holding
base.
I'm holding up a 1.
Second.
Darn it.
See? She has to tell the truth, Gracie. You played with a good second baseman for a long time, and Ryan Sandberg.
Jay Bell. Do you remember Jay Bell? You probably weren't even born when we were celebrating a championship here, were you?
Not at 9. Isn't that funny? 9 years old. That means you weren't around when he won the World Series.
No, when you were probably inside mom, you were probably going, yeah, way to go, Diamondbacks.
Ryan Roberts drives it to right field, to the track, just a step shy, as we continue on with our Sanderson Ford Kidcaster. So we saw in that graphic a moment ago that you want to be a doctor when you grow up, but not just any kind of doctor, those that takes care of animals, a veterinarian. Do you have pets at home?
Yeah, I have 3 dogs.
Really? Dogs? What kind of dogs are they?
I don't know how they, I don't know, but 2 of them are like puppies.
Big dogs, little
Small?
dogs?
2 are puppies, and then I have 1 big dog who lives outside.
Lives outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good for me. I live outside, so it's, they don't let me in the house either when I go home.
Yeah. Most of the women in my life, they put me in the doghouse anyway. I make a pretty good living in the doghouse.
Now, your favorite guy is hitting. You want to talk about him at all? What do you like about him?
I like that he's number 10, and I'm going to be 10 next year.
Very good.
And another thing, he's got like a perfect, he keeps his eye on the ball sometimes, but not all the times, but he can do it. I know he can hit a home run for us.
Ooh, I like that optimism.
I like it too. Plus, he's a very handsome man, isn't
he? Yeah.
Yeah. That's always big.
Destiny with us, the 2-1.
Oh, big, mighty rip and a miss, huh, there, Destiny? What do you think?
Well, I think he should he should see the ball and hit the ball.
Yeah, you know what? You'd be good sitting in this chair that I'm sitting in. Because he took his head off that one, didn't he? Just missed. Ball 3. You having fun?
Yep.
I was talking to Darren.
See how easy this is, by the way?
Easy.
Come on up here, just sit. talk about baseball. It's great, isn't it?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. That's all right. Yeah, gently. He didn't throw that helmet that time. That's much better. Destiny, little fist bump there. I learned to do that with you. Our Kidcaster awesome, brought to you by Sanderson Ford. She's great, isn't she?
Wait for camera.
As we roll on our AT&T trivia question, other than Liriano, name the 4 Twins to throw a no-hitter. Other than Liriano, name the 4 Twins to throw a no-hitter.
How about Jim Cott?
Broken bat, Jason Kubel popped up, shallow left. Xavier Nady is enjoying being out there roaming in the outfield. He was starting to say a couple of weeks ago, I'd love a chance to play in left. This is his second opportunity to start in left field.
Well, he's an outfielder by nature.
And the arm surgically repaired, there will always be a question, and it probably never will be what it once was.
Not at all. But that's okay.
And he can't try to be that man's arm. It's just a different style. That one is over the inside corner to Justin Morneau. She was great, wasn't she?
She was a wonderful little girl. Big old smile on her face the whole time. You have that effect on females, though, Darren.
No, not really. That one is up. 1-1 the count. Two hits for both of these teams. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to count. Well, starting play today, at the beginning of play today, it was 17 wins for the National League, 11 wins for the American League. Starting play today. Games have all gone final. That one is lifted up and into the seats. And that is a souvenir. And we were talking about Morneau. He flied to right in his first at bat. What a costly collision he had last year. Fastball just couldn't catch up.
Ate him right up.
Shallow center field. Morneau is 0 for 2, and Justin is 2 for 11 in this series. Hey, don't forget, as part of our Fox Sports Supports charitable initiative, we're proud to wear these pins on our collars during our 2011 MLB on Fox Sports Arizona season to stand up to cancer. For more information, visit standuptocancer.org/Fox Sports.
Well, what a pitch there from Hudson to jump ahead of Valencia. Hudson trying to go right through the meat of the Minnesota Twins order. That is Kubel, Morneau, and now Valencia, who's had a great series. And that one just missed.
And Valencia, a great mistake hitter. So that's where you want to be careful. 1-1 the count. Put that one on the ground. That's Ryan Roberts, and the beat goes on for Daniel Hudson.
Isn't it, Darren?
Oh, I missed that redhead section.
I do
Toby
too.
wearing that proud. We need more signs, and we do. Got a great trivia question brought to you by AT&T. The 4 Twins no-hitters. You remember Scott Erickson's folks? Eric Milton, Dean Chance, Jack Kralik back in 1962. That one is inside. 1-0 the count. Right back to the screen off the end of the bat, off the bat of Chris Young. Bottom of the 4th inning, scoreless ball game. Young in this game in the cleanup spot today. He has walked back in the 1st. Mariano will leave the zone and return on occasion as he misses low with that one. Now, it looks like the American League exacting a little bit of revenge today. We're talking about how the National League's off to a good start. That one is swung right through, down and away.
Well, you see the movement there. That's a fastball nearly in the dirt. And you had a full swing from Chris Young. And that's not a slider down in the dirt. That's a fastball. That's how much late movement it has.
And a 4-seamer, supposed to be
Exactly.
straight. Young lifts that one into shallow left field. Young is coming on. Delman, that is, and he puts that one away. Buried that in on his knuckles.
As you said, buried in on his hands. Right off the label it goes. Delman Young came in and made a nice play.
There's a slider there. Five-game winning streak for the Arizona Diamondbacks. And they haven't won 6 in a row since April of 2008. It has been tough to establish your identity if you're Arizona when the identity has been not winning. And this is what has gone on during the 5-game streak. Timely hitting and a lot of runs late. In 4 of the 5 they have come from behind. They had gone 236 games without having a 5-game winning streak.
Man.
The 0-1. 7-1 in their last 8 games under the watch fly of Kirk Gibson. And you can look at a lot of things. I'm still going to say the key is pitching. Starting pitching 2.76, relief pitching 2.52. Makes it easier to win ball games when you're in them.
Doggone right.
Juan Miranda last night, a couple of doubles and balls that were smoked. Check this out, Gracie. That one the other way, nearly went out. Our Chaz Roberts air conditioning cool play. So one to right, one to left. Both balls that found the wall.
That's great to see, and that's what you expect from a guy like Juan Miranda. He's a big guy. He's a first baseman. You want to see him driving balls.
As you said, high fly ball, well struck, deep right center field. He drove it. He drove it. 1-0. A Diamondback. Fulton Holmes homer, $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. You want to see him drive balls.
Well, and yes, there's a hanging slider right there, and he does exactly what you're supposed to do with it. Crush it about 430 feet right above the yellow tape there in right center field and right into somebody's bowl of gumbo. And when I was saying driving the ball, sure, that's driving the ball, but even the doubles, that's what I'm talking about as well. Yeah, take that, Mr. Revere. That would be a 15-yard penalty in football for taunting. But in baseball, we let you do it because, well, we believe in freedom of speech in baseball, just as long as it's not swearing.
2-0 the count. Oh boy, got off the mask and it'll come right off of Rivera. Let's hope he's all right.
We saw that with Buster Posey when we were up in San Francisco, Darren, and that's where I was yesterday afternoon. And Buster Posey still feeling the effects a little bit of those back-to-back foul tips right off the kisser, just like that. To the point now where a lot of people are thinking Buster Posey might be better off putting a first base glove on.
Oh boy.
Or maybe while the Kung Fu Panda's down, putting him at third base as well. He was a shortstop and third baseman at Florida State.
Yeah, shortstop. Moved to the position of catcher going into his sophomore year, but was an infielder, as you mentioned. 3-2 the count. Not going to be any catchers left. Joe Mauer, the Twins keep wanting to talk about putting him somewhere else in the diamond besides behind the plate. And he is saying, I want to catch. That's what I do.
Sure. And that's right now, that's exactly what the Giants need him to do. Ball four. Well, you see, that would be taunting in 15 yards in football. And maybe a technical foul in basketball. Oh, my goodness.
Whoa, whoa. So they got to get up there and throw a flag on that guy.
Well, I think so. Or maybe call a technical foul. I've never seen referees wear glasses like that around the V's in their collars. But
not very intimidating.
No.
Here's Kelly Johnson. High fly, well struck right field. Kuba going back to the wall. He's got just enough room. And now getting back is Nady.
Just missed.
Kelly's 0 for 2, 2 flyouts to right.
I mean, he just gets under this ball a fraction.
You talk about Juan Miranda as Henry Blanco digs in. As that one is popped foul. A young man who, still with English as his second language, is learning to communicate. His bat is speaking very clearly right now. And it's saying, I can handle lefties. I don't mind being out there every single day, please.
No, he's earning the right as we speak. Having a great homestand.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
I mean, really, Darren, and including Juan Miranda, up until this homestand, the Diamondbacks were really getting next to nothing out of the first base position. Now Juan Miranda starting to get hot.
They were last in RBIs in the position in the majors.
And Kirk Gibson kept saying, when someone gets hot, they're going to play a lot. Well, right now that guy became Juan Miranda, and that led to the release of Russell Brandon, and now ex-Nady going to be backing up and also playing the outfield against left-handed pitchers, because Miranda's proven he can hit the lefties. You just have to have the opportunity, and Kirk Gibson talked about that.
Henry Blanco, is that a little Texas leaguer? It is. Runners are on first and second. Let's keep that subject rolling. Kirk Gibson talking about young Kirk Gibson early in his career, and now he earned the opportunity.
When I came up, I got to look at Sparky Anderson going, Gibby! You know, he pinch hit for me all the time. He didn't let me, he platooned me, then he platooned me. And he always taught me, you earn the right to that through the finger. Last night I left all my lefties in there. And there's a reason for it, but there's a strategy to it in the game. And then there's the other part of it is I remember what it was like to have this. And the way I got better was when he finally gave me the ability to fail. That's how you get.
And that's what we're seeing with Kirk Gibson. As Daniel Hudson dumps it into right field out front. Racing to the plate is Nady. Here's the throw. Hudson with an RBI. Really like a Cheshire cat out there at first base, and do you blame him?
We talk about it till we're blue in the face, Darren, about putting the ball in play. That's back-to-back base hits. Right off the very end of the bat. Henry Blanco in front of him. A little bloop to center now. A little bloop to right field. Amazing. If you put the ball in play, you give yourself a chance. Wave them home, Gerardo and Miranda. You know, you stay. You stay out there. Henry Blanco, yeah. It's always fun to hit.
Yeah, Daniel's done some hitting this year. That's 5 runs batted in. Willie Bloomquist takes low. 5 RBIs, a nice number for a pitcher, my friend.
That's very good. A lot of pitchers won't get that in the season.
The 1-0. Over the inside, pulled to change up on the corner. 1-1 the count. Arizona trying to pitch, hit, and play defense enough to improve to 500 on this Sunday, May 22nd. If they win, they're 23-23. As that one is in. 46 games in last year. They were in the middle of a free fall. They were 20-26. 46 games in 2 years ago, the same, 20-26. Is it dramatic? No. But it's an improvement.
It's an improvement, and it's just a better brand of baseball, Darren. And you have to watch it every day to realize it.
Bouncing ball out to short. Bluth is there, but Daniel Hudson helps himself out. Miranda with a home run. Hudson with an RBI for 1. 3 home runs this year. Showing up that first base spot.
Play out here in the outfield. How'd that ball feel coming in from Juan Miranda?
It was coming in pretty fast. I didn't know if I was going to be able to catch it or not.
And then you had a little something to say to the center fielder for the Twins who was sitting out there?
I just told him he sucked.
Well, tell us how you really feel, Joe.
Well, he couldn't have made the play anyway, so.
Well, that ball is on its way down to the Diamondbacks clubhouse to be signed by Miranda, and we appreciate your candor. And that was one heck of a play. Enjoy the time with your wife's family.
Thank you. Thank you.
Guys, back to the booth.
Very honest answer.
Not the kindest of things.
Neener.
Yep, that's exactly what he said.
The 1-0.
I like an honest man.
He was very honest. 2-0. The Diamondbacks lead it.
Oh, man. Fun at the old ball yard.
When you start to win baseball games and play meaningful baseball games, it's always fun. 2-1 the count. These fans with the curtain call last night, these fans, as that one is popped up towards that roof, there might be room. Robertson,
Stay there.
Ryan can't hold on. He's angry with himself. Let's hope he didn't hurt his hand there, being angry with himself. Easy on that hand, Rhino.
Well, he's there, and then he just gets a little discombobulated. He reaches, right off the camera it goes. You okay down there, Mickey? Is that Mickey down there?
He's all good.
He's all good.
Back to the middle of the diamond. This is a tough play, no play to be made. Delman Young reaches.
Well, this is a situation where Daniel Hudson just doesn't get himself in good fielding position after he releases the pitch. See, he's got his back to the plate. That ball is right back over the top of the mound. But Daniel Hudson, with that leg swing across towards first base, doesn't get himself in fielding position, and what should have been a very easy out ended up being an infield hit.
He's rolled up 5 double plays this year, even though he's a fly ball pitcher. So he faces Rene Rivera, and that one right down the middle. Hudson, 56 pitches in this ball game, 38 of them strikes. Daniels pitched against these Minnesota Twins before. Remember, he was a major leaguer, and he worked for Ozzie Guillen in the Chicago White Sox, so in the Central Division. Belted down the line, fair or foul. That one is a fair ball up against the wall. Nady will play it. Right back into the cutoff man, a double for Rivera. So a little seeing eye infield single, then a well-struck double, and the Twins are in business.
Yeah, after the drop pop up in foul territory, the little infield hit. Sometimes all a team needs is an opportunity, and the drop pop up and then the little infield hit. And that's all the opportunity these Twins need. And the bottom of the order doing big damage. A 218 hitter leading off with a base hit, and then a 140 hitter hitting the double to set up the Twins for a possible big inning.
And just fair, just inside the line and up against the fencing out there in front of the Arizona bullpen. Infield in, especially on the corners.
Corner infielders in. Yeah, the middle infielders are back. They're going to concede the run. Any ground ball to third or first, though, they're going to come home.
Well, you talk about another low batting average. Casilla coming into today, hitting 184. He's 0 for 1. Fastball, 1-1 the count to Alexi Casilla. Trying to have a say, trying to pridefully end this series, these Twins, and have a little fight in them, as they showed in the 5th. They're 8-6 all time against the Diamondbacks. I'll tell you this, folks. Remember a couple of years back when Arizona went to Minnesota, Ron Gardenhire's managed team embarrassed Arizona. Embarrassed them in a sweep. Every hit with a runner in scoring position had a purpose. Every at bat had a purpose.
Exactly right.
The Diamondbacks were in a different place back then.
Beautiful change up there on 2-1 to even the count. You can see just how far out in front Casilla is. He's looking to make some kind of contact, somehow, anyhow, to try to get his team a run. Gas.
A late call of strike 3 to Casilla. Looked like it might have been a tick below the kneecaps. Ring him up, says Marty Foster. You're done.
Well, a huge strikeout there. Now you get Francisco Liriano. Casilla thinks this pitch is low. Well, it's awfully close. I mean, it might be a little bit low, but that's awfully close. And once again, Henry Blanco with a beautiful reception, I guess you can say, of the baseball. He just received it beautifully and gave a really good look to Marty Foster.
You are exactly right. Joe Garagiola talks a lot about letting him see the top of that catcher's mitt.
He's got pillows for hands.
And the more dramatic you are with your movement, if you jerk that wrist up.
Change up, swung and missed.
Boy, Hudson, just to finish that thought, having pitched in a pretty low skill set, but in the minor leagues and in college, I mean, Hudson will tell you, I hit my spot. It was a little bit low. That was 100% Henry Blanco getting that call.
I agree.
Bouncing ball, boy, change up, and that drives in a run. So Liriano
helps himself.
Really helps himself out. 2-1 is the score. Liriano driving in the run, also has a hit. He looked forward to this opportunity to hit in the American League, National League matchup.
I don't have any, I'm just going to go out there and try to bunt. I don't know, I don't know who's pitching tomorrow, so it depends, if it's a lefty, just going to go out there and bunt.
Well, he's got a base hit and an RBI today. He's doing a little better than bunting. And that one almost squirted away from Henry Blanco to tie up the ball game. So Hudson actually a couple of good pitches away from getting out of a really big jam with minimal damage. And it looks like he's going to.
On across, just one crosses the plate. Liriano with an RBI. Revere is erased. 2-1 is the score. Just going to bunt. Enjoy that popcorn.
I need some.
Look at the kids here, presented by Sanderson Ford. For a lot of you youngsters, it is summertime. Some of you have one more week left, a couple of more days. Summer's here, kids. We love it. We've seen so many of you at the ballpark this weekend. 40,000 last night, a whole bunch of them youngsters. Ballpark comes alive when kids are here.
I agree, wholeheartedly.
They may come for the snatch, but then they leave standing and cheering, at least lately. That pitch is low to Ryan Roberts. Ran into Alan Trammell, bench coach for the Arizona Diamondbacks before the game today. And you love when a veteran, not only a veteran player, but a veteran coach gets it, to put it simply.
Sure.
As that one is a tough breaking ball for a strike. Trammell saying before the game, right out of the gates, this is fun, isn't it? This winning's fun. You guys in the broadcast booth must be enjoying it. Then he paused and he said, isn't it great when there's a nice crowd that attends and the team plays like they should in front of that crowd? That's a coach that's thinking big picture.
Yeah.
Must be stunning to some, but it doesn't always get thought out like that.
Well, because it's been missing.
And a nice play put away. Pop-up chases up and away.
In the last couple, 3 years, that's been missing.
You see the pitch count. Upton hitless in his last 13 at-bats. These are good fans here. I mean, baseball has been alive and well in the Cactus League and in a long minor league baseball tradition.
Oh, this is a great baseball town.
The numbers tell us you're watching, and if this team does the right thing, you've shown us this weekend, you'll come. You'll visit.
You'll come watch. We've got a beautiful crowd here tonight. Today. It's daytime.
1-0 the count. That pitch, a strike. And progressing this week, word coming to a 5,000, nearly 6,000 fan walk-up. Winning, people talking, people watching. First signs of summer, here they come. Swing and a miss. 1-2.
It's a couple times now in this homestand we've seen Upton go to a knee swinging so hard. And he'll learn that Justin, in order to hit a home run, Justin doesn't need to swing that hard. If he just puts a crisp, firm swing on it, he'll be just fine.
Bouncing ball out to third. Eases through the bag. 2 outs. You know, having a big crowd come to your game and have fun, packed to the rafters as they were, and then losing, it's like having that great party at your house and having the toilets overflow.
Or having mom and dad show up early.
Well, no, I'm talking not that kind of party. Not when you're like 17. Not just talking about just, you know, grown-ups.
Oh, no, I'm still talking about like right now.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got you.
Oh, you're talking about. Oh, okay. I thought you were talking like
yeah, you have the
back in the day, like
the folks over.
Maybe when the police might have showed up.
Oh no, that was no, not that kind of party. 1-0 the count to Chris Young.
Well, you and I have different ideas of parties, evidently.
2-0 the count. There's different kinds of parties.
Big old party like a celebration, like a World Series party.
You're thinking of a party like in the movie Old School, where they're out in the backyard with Snoop Dogg and the speakers from Speaker City, Mitchapalooza.
Yeah, Mitchapalooza. What a great movie.
Streaking through the quad. That's the kind of party you're talking about.
Yeah, those are the ones that that's kind of like losing in front of 40,000 people.
You still don't want your toilet to overflow when all those people are at your house.
Very true.
Folks, you're not going to get this on any other shows. We promise. Ball 4.
And you certainly don't want mom and dad crashing your party.
No. I know you got some news on another big party.
Well, it's Baxter's birthday party.
What?
Sunday, June 5th, to celebrate the first 5,000 kids. To the game will take home the D. Baxter drawstring bag, courtesy of Chevrolet. Stand in line for that. 4 tickets. Visit dbax.com/Baxter or call 602-462-4790. First 5,000 get a D. Baxter drawstring bag, courtesy of Chevrolet.
That one is popped foul up and into the seats it goes. And it's a souvenir.
How old is Baxter going to be? Do we know?
Does it say?
Well, no.
Wasn't he born the year the franchise was born?
Well, I don't know. You know, he's got 9 lives. I don't know what life he's on right now.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm going to have to ask Baxter just how old he is. Whoa,
oh, my.
That one nearly got away.
It's another good point.
Rivera got crossed up there. He's going to go out and figure it out now with Liriano. Just a pitch up near the melon of Miranda.
Earlier in the ball game, Miranda hanging in very nicely against Liriano.
A long, long ways out to right center field.
Baxter will be 11.
11.
Lifted into left center field, tracking and putting it away out there is Delman Young. Miranda is erased. It is a nail-biting 2-1 score. 11 years old. Baxter. Johnson.
That's terrible big unit.
And then, well, you were a bit surprised, not by the result. You were actually planking.
I was planking.
They said, well, wait a minute. Wait, they caught you. I don't know. You got busted.
I got busted planking right here in the booth. Right here. That was it. Have you ever been done planking?
Never heard of it. It's the
come on.
internet sensation.
Well, I just planked Chase Field.
I've heard the kids out there doing it. They're hip, they're young like you.
Evidently some grown-ups are too. Like,
man, Gracie, you're on, and you were just planking. And you just went and hid.
Got caught red-handed.
Actually troubled by that. 2-1 the count. The boss is looking on.
I'll guarantee you the kids know all about planking.
He's not quite sure. Yeah. Son is.
I'll bet you 10% of the people watching this right now know what I was doing. The other 90% probably don't. But I'll bet you if you Google it, you'll find out it's there.
Like the hip young kids. High fly. Trevor Plouffe into the shallow parts of center field. Just seeing like Derek's kids, our boss Derek Hall, like Logan or Hayden or Kylie, like that age, they'd know what it is.
Well, yeah, and you'll see, you've seen it.
All right. That's why I guess we know.
Well,
hey.
You're next, Darren. You're going to have to do some planking up here as well, because it's kind of big league.
Well, my favorite stop is Houston, so I'll find a spot there maybe to plank.
Oh, you know what? It's okay.
Australian craze of lying face down in a bizarre place for a photo op.
That's exactly it. That's what I was doing.
Were you floating? I mean, Two and 0 the count.
Man, I got caught red-handed, didn't I?
I'm telling you this. You thought that was funny and challenging. You should have seen Joe Garagiola when he was planking yesterday.
Was he doing it, huh? That was ripped
Shot.
in the right field.
Into the corner it goes. Upton will play it into that corner. Let's see what Kubel thinks about it. He throws an anchor out with a double.
Well, Justin did a nice job. Didn't panic. Just stayed under control. Kept Kubel to a double instead of a possible triple. A lot of times, that ball will get down the right field line and start rattling around down in the visitors' bullpen as Kubel just rips a changeup into the corner. A lot of times it can get away from Justin and or any other right fielder. But instead it's just a one-out double and an opportunity once again for these Twins.
Justin Morneau takes inside. 1-0 the count. Hudson this year with runners in scoring position, almost the same pitcher as the base is empty. 256 with no one on, 255 with runners in scoring position. Outside.
Henry Blanco going to have a conversation. It looks like Daniel Hudson doesn't really want to talk about things right now. A little frustration showing on the young right-hander.
High-speed internet brought to you by Quest, and of course the high-speed pitch. Liriano 95, Hudson 95. A couple of the harder throwers in the game going toe-to-toe today when Hudson meets up with Liriano. Liriano clearly one of the hardest throwing left-handers in baseball.
Both throwing very well.
Changeup fouled back.
That was a good time to throw a good changeup. Morneau was really leaning all over a fastball in that situation. Pulled the string on him, got him way out in front.
We haven't seen many sliders this afternoon for whatever reason.
I can't recall any, Darren.
He's shown just a handful.
Gas right behind that changeup and in a perfect spot on the outside corner. That's just perfect execution of your fastball right there, folks.
Two. Popped up and into the seats, 94 miles an hour. Just for the sake of discussion, against the Padres, Hudson threw 110 pitches last time out. He threw 63 fastballs, 28 changeups, and 18 sliders. 18 in that game.
He had a very good slider that game.
Yeah, he threw 14 of 18 for strikes. Up
Just
and in.
missed inside, which may or may not set up the changeup here. He's after a good changeup 2-0. He's thrown nothing but fastballs since, folks. Now to 3-2. What a pitch that was.
You were on it. He wasn't.
Out in front of a changeup and just a lazy fly ball to left field. Really good sequence on Justin Morneau, a former MVP by Daniel Hudson. There's the changeup and lunging. And just all he can do to get the bat on the ball. That was a really good sequence right there by Hudson. Big second out.
Runner remains in scoring position. The double by Jason Kubel. 2-1 is the score.
Very dangerous hot hitter up right now. Gas, strike one.
Valencia has been handcuffed. He has gone up the ladder with the swing and managed to ground out on a couple of pitches at his belt. Tough to get on top of Hudson sometimes. Maybe actually not a good idea all the time. Valencia's paid the price. Danny out of the University of Miami. Middle round pick, 19th round pick, so he's made something of himself.
There's the slider, Darren. Boy, that was a thing of beauty, too.
He doesn't throw it much to lefties anyway. We were talking about it against Morneau. He does throw it to righties.
Well, the impressive thing is the fastball in for strike one for a called strike, and then just the little pretty slider on the outside. So now Valencia doesn't have any idea what's coming. Back in and elevated a little bit, but Valencia was able to.
He likes it up there, doesn't he?
It looks like
he goes after the ball up there.
He likes the ball up in the zone. That's a pitch that Daniel Hudson gets a lot of swings and misses on, but Valencia was just able to get a piece of it.
Changeup broke his bat. Boy, what a pitch. On across by Willie Bloomquist. He leaves the runner at second, and he threw it all at the Twins in that inning. And all about Daniel Hudson and that right arm. He and Ian Kennedy, a dynamic duo at the top of the order this season. He's been attacking and finally starting to break out that slider a little bit. The other part of the story is Liriano. Francisco Liriano, Juan Miranda, a homer, and then Daniel Hudson helping himself. Hudson with an RBI, and that's all the offense in this game. With Liriano, an RBI. Boy, that's a big piece of hitting. I'll tell you, a big piece of hitting there for the second out. That's our game summary. And Daniel Hudson so far in this ball game hasn't walked anyone. Hasn't walked anyone and given up just one run. Continues to dip that ERA down. Out front, high fly left field. The ball carries to the track. About 3 steps shy of the wall. Delman Young hauls it in. It's an interesting look out there, and it's not overwhelming, but he went from looking at a dark roof, until walking into the sunlight that comes through the windows there. An interesting track of that baseball there by the left fielder, Delman Young. Here's Kelly Johnson. All of a sudden, the ball traveled through that. No, it's not game changing or play changing, but an element you're not used to.
Yeah, it got your attention, that's all.
I'd imagine it got his. For a minute. 1-0 the count. Pitch is high. 2-0 the count to Kelly Johnson. Fly to right field twice. Kelly, shallow center. Diving play is made by Ben Revere. 2 outs.
Well, he showed some good speed and also some very good timing.
Played that one into a dive.
Good to see Eric Burns back in the league.
Revere hauls that one in. Into the dirt it goes. Hey, don't forget, Gila River Casinos loves Kachinko. They bring it your way at the ballpark.
Well, we
you
all
can
do.
find out how to play by heading to section 111 right here at Chase Field. Go to the interactive kiosk. That same one that, well, the family, we enjoyed it all winter long in the garage. We just kept it there for the good folks. You're talking about, you know, your kind of party. We had a lot of Kachinko parties this one.
Did you?
A lot of fun.
Yeah, I didn't really want any of those.
And we forgot to invite you to those.
Well, it's not surprising.
Blanco, diving attempt off the glove of the shortstop Plouffe. Hard hitting Henry Blanco.
That's 2 more hits here this afternoon for Blanco.
Golly. They're just not homers today, though.
Just hooks one off the end of the bat and off the end of Plouffe's glove at shortstop. I like the fact that he was thinking second base the whole way, too. And Daniel Hudson, folks, he's a good hitter, but he's not going to homer.
Well, it's going to happen now. So if you want to go ahead and call Mom, and if your grandma's near a phone, want to get her to turn on the TV right now. It'll be his first big league homer. It's a rounded foul. Well, he's in the hole 0-2. It's a little tougher to homer on 0-2, even if you're Babe Ruth.
No, it is. It's true. He is a good hitter, but he's not going to homer here this afternoon.
I mean, look at that, a .316 hitter. He's got 5 RBIs.
And 0 home runs.
Well, that's about to change. Hard ground ball to short. It's bobbled. And in time for the out. He'll get one. Right now he has to worry about pitching because he just has a 1-run lead. APS Energy All-Star with his work today. We're kind of becoming accustomed to this, aren't we?
Well, he's doing what he does, and that is he's pounding the strike zone and just getting a lot of balls hit either off the end of the bat or off the label. They just haven't really squared Daniel Hudson up very often here this afternoon. However, Francisco Liriano of the Twins is working on a gem of his own. Daniel Hudson still got a lot of work to do. 9 big outs left.
Delman Young, Rene Rivera, Alexi Casilla. Unless there are choices to be made by Ron Gardenhire, we will see. The key with Liriano is he is due up 4th in this inning. So we'll keep an eye to see how that plays out. Obviously, you got to get some runs. Underneath that slider, so that one stayed high. Action in the Minnesota Twins bullpen. Alex Burnett goes to work.
Good fastball, strike 1.
Liriano's thrown 102 pitches, so that's an easy choice. Belted left field, going back on it is Nady to the wall, and we're tied at 2. He picked on a changeup like he knew it was coming.
Home run number 1 on the season for Delman Young. Boy, that was a crippler for Daniel Hudson and the Diamondbacks.
Hit 21 last year.
And this is just a rocket shot out of here, about 10 rows deep in left field.
Underneath that fastball, sails it high. 1-0 the count. It's got to feel good. Swinging for a homer, pops it up. Oh, almost got it, Crazy. Right up over our heads.
Just over the top of us there.
Good effort there, though. I mean, by you. I dove right under the desk. Slider.
Slider there. 1-2.
Everything's even except for the Diamondbacks and their stranded runners. 2 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for both the Twins and the Diamondbacks. Arizona, though, has left 7 on base for Kirk Gibson's squad. Minnesota has stranded 4. Slider right there, strike 3. Not even a bunch of dip. That one just about at the knee, stayed there the whole time.
Yeah, just kind of a cement mixer to the outside corner, and that one just froze Rivera. And he's a strikeout victim. You can see it just goes right to the outside corner. Belt high.
I said the knees. That was right at the belt, just a hanger. Alexi Casilla. And Minnesota in this game is nothing of 7 with runners in scoring position. Arizona 1 of 3. So that's why there have been a few runners stranded out there.
You don't want to make a mistake and hit a batter now, especially at the bottom of the order. You want to make these guys earn their way on.
Drops down a bunt. Ryan Roberts charges. Beautiful, beautiful bunt, much like Gerardo Parra's last night.
And once again, it's Daniel Hudson not finishing in fielding position that disallows him from getting this ball. Watch him finish that way. Now he can't get to that ball right there. Roberts can't make the play. That's a smart play by Casilla. And now Denard Span going to come on and hit for Francisco Liriano, who pitched awfully well here this afternoon.
Liriano, the line on the left-hander, 6 innings, 2 runs allowed, 4 walks, 4 strikeouts. If you're Hudson on the flip side, you still have to be comfortable in that follow-through when you do come to the plate. And it's not dramatic, certainly not Mitch Williams. But not 100% squared up, as you mentioned. That was a great bunt, too. Span serves that one to left. It's well struck. Nady is over by the line, and he hauls it in. What do you got over there?
Well, it's not too early to start thinking about how to celebrate with Dad this Father's Day. Bring him down to the ballpark for a D-backs White Sox game on Sunday, June 19th. The first 5,000 dads will take home a D-backs barbecue set. All dads can barbecue. For tickets, visit dbacks.com or call 602-462-4790.
All right, that's coming up. Over the outside corner. Liriano continues to be better, by the way, on the road. Remember, the left-hander had a 3 ERA coming in on the road. Has a 15 ERA at home. That's supposed to be a pitcher's ballpark, isn't it, Minnesota?
Yes, it is. It's big.
Not for the pitchers there. Not this year, anyway.
I mean, the infield's quick, but it is spacious. It's if you hit a ball in a gap, it's a triple.
You're always making the point, too, though. Make good pitches.
Exactly.
They just haven't made good pitches.
You make good pitches, you can pitch anywhere. You can pitch in Williamsport.
Runner on the move, Blanco. What did you expect? I mean, Henry Blanco, about 40% in his career. The veteran, approaching that 40th birthday, still throws like a kid. It's all in the quick release. Airlines new Rapid Rewards, unlimited rewards seats, and no blackout dates for the new Quest 5-year price lock promise. Visit quest.com/promise for details. The Vulture Mind, glad to have you back here in the great state of Arizona on a warm Arizona day. We play indoors because of it here at Chase Field. Love our ballpark, don't we?
We do.
Francisco Liriano today was good. He's great when he pitches away from his own ballpark. He also helped himself out with an RBI. Your assessment of the one-time ace of this club?
I thought he was terrific. I thought he did a great job of just mixing his speeds and keeping the Diamondback hitters off balance. Both pitchers today driving in runs to help each other. Justin Upton, another struggle here against the Minnesota Twins. But Liriano going to get a no decision here this afternoon, and he's going to hand the keys to the car to Alex Burnett.
And usually, especially over the last few weeks, when Ron Gardner hands those keys to the car over, it hasn't been good. They've been weaving all over the road. They haven't been in good shape at all. So the Twins bullpen, usually a trademark, solid baseball, solid base running, quality at bats, aggressive play, and a good bullpen. That hasn't been the case this year for Minnesota.
That's exactly right. And the Diamondbacks have feasted on this Twins bullpen. And they're hoping to take a big old bite again out of these guys from the Twin Cities. As we go to the bottom of the 7th inning, we're tied 2-2 here this afternoon. A good ball game, a well-pitched ball game.
The Twins bullpen since the 28th day of April has an ERA of 6.68. Opponents hit .308 against them. They are being knocked about in their last 70 innings of work. Willie Bloomquist to lead it off. When Bloomquist leads off an inning, good things happen. 400 is his average when he leads off, a true leadoff of an inning. 10 of 25 coming into the contest. Better said, leading off the game, he's 6 of 15 if you include today's action. Again, when you're a leadoff hitter, you only truly lead off an inning
once or twice.
Maybe twice, yeah. Just about how the lineup turns over. Inside corner, 1-1 the count. Willie Bloomquist, hot shot. He led off the inning again on the roll. He's got to be heading to second. If this ball is kicked, he's got to be heading to third. Willie on his way into third.
Some guys just accept the challenge of being a leadoff hitter. It's not for everybody, Darren. And Willie Bloomquist, no matter where you put him, he seems to be able to adapt to that spot in the batting order. You need a leadoff base runner, go ahead and put me in the leadoff spot. And he's been terrific when he's been healthy this year. Now that's a double, but then once they kick it out in the outfield, then Revere kicks it, really just thinking, I might score here. But a leadoff triple nonetheless, and Ryan Roberts going to hit with the infield in.
Cut of the grass in those gray uniforms, the Minnesota Twins, as Roberts takes up and in. Minnesota's bullpen in this series has thrown 5 innings, now given up 12 hits and 9 runs.
Now for Ryan Roberts, we saw him take a lot of deep breaths last night. Now he just needs to take a deep breath and relax and put the ball in play somewhere.
In. 2-0 the count. Burnett rushing to the plate.
A lot of times hitters get a little too aggressive in this situation, and all it is you're just trying so hard to do the heroic thing, and the heroic thing right now is not a 2-run homer. The heroic thing is whatever it takes after you're at bat, you need to be leading 3-2. That's the heroic thing. Oh, he got a good 2-0 pitch to hit and fouled it off. Tell you what, Burnett very proud of that fastball. He was reared back into it right down Broadway and got away with it.
Timely hitting has been more prevalent for Arizona. Well, they struggled through it in the early parts of the recent road trip.
Got him to chase one low out of the zone now. Just a little over aggressive there was Ryan Roberts.
1 of 3 with runners in scoring position in this ball game. And how do you have a 5-game winning streak? I said earlier you have to pitch. You've got to hit too.
Yeah, you've got to hit too. You've got to get timely hits. Ryan Roberts sure has been the guy doing it this year.
High fly into right center field. Revere chase it. It's off his glove. He caught it. That will drive in a run. A fabulous play by Ben Revere, but Arizona leads it. Running with his back to home plate, Ryan Roberts smashed that baseball.
That's a fabulous catch, but also a fabulous at-bat by Ryan Roberts. That is the heroic thing. What is it? At the end of the day, it's a flyout. But it gives his team the lead here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
And they're going to appeal.
No, there's nothing to appeal.
There's no sense in leaving early anyway.
Yeah, there's nothing to appeal. This is an easy call. I will be shocked if it's anything but a safe call.
Safe is the call. Willie, by the way, staying on third until the ball is secured. That's the key. Now he caught it. He waited an extra 1/1000.
Now, is the rule it's when he touches it, or is it like you could bobble it all over the place and then you have to leave one once it is secured?
It's got to be secured.
Gotcha. So he was.
That was less than a second, but
yeah,
still.
But he was correct. Watch him bobble. Okay, now he's got it, and Willie can leave.
He waited a good long time till he saw it. And then, you know, as a veteran club, there's no sense in not appealing it if you're the Twins. See if you can sneak one by on the
just
umpire with a bobbled ball.
We saw it here the other night with the Atlanta Braves. The Diamondbacks appealed and got the out call.
By the way, the last couple of games, late offense has been the norm.
And I take that back. It was the San Diego Padres, not the Atlanta Braves.
That's right. Bud Black was mad, wasn't he?
Yes. So was their color analyst, Mark Grant.
Mark Grant.
Yes, he was very upset. One of the fine color analysts in all of baseball. He was not happy at all with that call.
Well, he'll be all right. 2-2 the count to Justin Upton. popped it up. Put away before Upton touches first base. 2 outs in the inning.
Yeah, Justin's starting to get frustrated with this slump he's in right now. And the body language tells you so.
Oh, for his last 15, he's never gotten a hit against the Minnesota Twins. Inside, look out there, Chris Young.
Jackknifes out of the way of it.
Just a frustrating 0 for 19 career against Minnesota.
Wow.
On the ground to his left, Valencia. On in time for the out, but Willie Bloomquist starts the inning and put the wheels on fire. And once they were on fire, Ryan Roberts took care of it, driving the ball into right center field. Arizona grabs the lead, 3-2. Well, it's nail-biting time, and this is a man you have got to keep off the base paths. We move on to the 8th inning. Let's see pitch count. Boy, it's more than manageable as he pitches here in the 8th inning. He's below 100. 98 pitches. Daniel Hudson in the corners just because Revere can fly, as that one is inside. If you had a chance to head out to the Arizona Fall League at all this past fall, you saw Revere play. Had a chance to see him in the Rising Stars game make some great plays in center field. It's on the ground, and he's on. And you tend to think at some point he'll earn the chance to play every day and then look out when he does. Not quite there yet. Young man Ben Revere.
Just a 2-0 fastball down the middle. That's what hitting's all about. Get yourself in a good hitting count, and when you get the pitch, don't miss it. Great effort there by Bloomquist, but nothing doing. And right back come the Minnesota Twins, trying to cook up a brew of their own here in the top of the 8th inning. 6 big outs left to get.
Here's Trevor Plouffe. Reminds me a little bit of Jock Jones watching him play Revere out there. His approach, facial expressions.
Jock Jones had a little more pop.
That's the one thing I thought. He could hit it in the seats more often.
Jock could hit it in the seats. Had great power the other way. Left-handed hitter with great power to left.
Roberts way in at third. And that one is a strike. Almost surprised Henry. He rushed that one in there. Let's see. Joe Patterson becoming everyday Joe. He worked again yesterday. Gave up his first run of the season yesterday. And then David Hernandez. Those two worked together to end Friday night's game. Drops down a bunt. Roberts thinking about it. Fires. Got him! He got him! A great play by Ryan Roberts.
He just continues to help the Diamondbacks win baseball games with his bat, with his glove, with his effort, his hustle. He is all over that bunt and throws a bullet strike just in time to get Revere.
That's the other part. That's Revere running.
Exactly. That's a guy that can fly. And a good call again out there by Tim Sheet, the second base umpire.
Well, Roberts is never scared of taking a chance. Sounds like a silly thing to say, but he never is.
He's not conservative on the baseball field, is what you're saying.
Not one bit. I mean, not one bit. Scoring from second on a wild pitch. That might be the safe thing to do.
He plays with reckless abandon. I like that. I'd like to see more of that from others.
0-1 the count. And to think it was a couple of years ago, he had to beat out a young man by the name of James Skelton, a young Rule 5 pick, a catcher.
Who's no longer playing baseball.
Just to make the organization. And it was close.
Very close.
Had a big spring.
Oh, what a fastball to the outside corner.
1-2 the count. Start counting down outs at this point if you're the Diamondbacks.
Absolutely. You're down to 5.
The 1-2.
Gas right by him, strike 3.
Is that exploding fastball that Hudson jumps over the bats at times.
Might have been his best fastball of the day right there, folks. Up and out of the zone and right past Kubel, who took a very awkward defensive swing. 2 big outs here in the inning. But Justin Morneau, the former MVP, stands in the way.
Morneau breaks his bat and hugs the line. Foul ball. Foul ball is the call by Bill Welke.
No argument from Jerry White, the first base umpire, and really nothing at all from Morneau.
And he gave that sign to the Twins dugout when asked. About 2 inches is what he told the Twins dugout.
Let's take a look at what Bill Welke saw. Tough to tell from that angle. That's how close it was. Be careful down there. Now, Gold Glover, make sure that ball's foul before you make that play.
0-1 the count.
That's our buddy Fred Schmidt down there. Make sure that thing's foul, Fred, before you grab it.
Pitches up and away. Don Pachowski.
Who do we have down the left field line?
Don Pachowski is down the left field line. About an inch or two foul.
They do a great job.
The 1-1.
Gas right to the outside corner again. 1-2. Boy, he is just hammering the outside corner with that fastball here in the last couple of innings, folks. And boy, he needs to, because he's had to make some big pitches against some tough hitters.
He's got the changeup. He's got the fastball. Which one will it be? The 1-2. Fastball again, and he really leaned on that one.
Yeah, he wants it. He's feeling it right now. That was pitch number 107, but he's feeling it right now. He doesn't want a setup man to come in. He wants to be his own setup man.
And we saw this the other night with Ian Kennedy on a close pitch. Kennedy came out of the game. 2-2.
Yes.
Got him over the outside corner. What an afternoon. The right-hander. Virginia born and raised. He is all Arizona Diamondback ever since he arrived in Phoenix, Arizona. Attacking the Minnesota Twins. They're
Hammering the outside corner.
They are thrilled he is out of the Central. 5 in a row. And you got milk, you got winning streak. They're both good for you, aren't they? That man is really good for you. Hudson, now 14 of his 21 starts as a Diamondback. He has gone 7 or more innings with 3 earned runs or less. Up in this booth, we like to call that a quality start. Not 6 innings, you've got to go 7. And he's done it 14 of 21 times. Dusty Hughes recently added to the roster for the Minnesota Twins as they juggled things around. Glenn Perkins with an oblique strain. We saw it last night, placed on the DL. So Hughes makes his way up from AAA Rochester. Probably got on a flight last night, and here he is. Juan Miranda, Xavier Nady, and Kelly Johnson. As Arizona looks to make it 6 wins in a row. And 8 of 9. Arizona had gone a span of 236 games without even having a 5-game winning streak.
Oh, my goodness, that one got him.
Oh, boy.
They're saying he may have swung, but I don't believe so.
No, they won't even accept the appeal. Jeff Nelson just shakes his head no.
Yeah, that one got him right in the front forearm. He turned toward the pitcher as that ball was coming right square to the middle of his body. Hughes dropped down sidearm. You can see, right above the wrist. Let's hope he's okay. If that got bone, that could be a possible disaster.
Why not try it, but it's not accepted. Hughes just up in the minor leagues, and Miranda again. Boy, Gracie. Wrists and hands for hitters.
Yeah, there's so many bones there that you can possibly break or fracture. Gibby's taking a trot back to the dugout. I don't know what's going on. He may be telling somebody to go run for Miranda. Well, he's got plenty of padding there from wristbands and tape and whatnot. He's not acting like it's broken. Yeah, he's walking off the field. This is not good, folks. This is not good at all.
Gerardo Parra will run.
Gerardo Parra. Now back to left field, Xavier Nady.
Just when the guy was getting on a hot tear, let's just hope it's a bad bruise and nothing that's going to keep him out for weeks.
Parra can stay in and play left field. Nady can move into first base. And Sean Burroughs in there. He had hopped up in case he was needed as well. Well, he's not racing out of the dugout, not yet, and maybe that's good news.
I was seeing just old school. Take the pain. Ken Crenshaw got hit in the wrist. Kind of hurts. There's Kenny. Help him out some there, Kenny. And they're gathering up all his gear and taking it on into the trainer's room. That's a bad sign. I don't really know what was going on there.
1-0 the count. Yeah, it's one of those kind of walks of denial. You hope that if you keep walking it off, it might get better and feel better. I don't think that's happening. They're going to have to go check it out. Crenshaw is patiently waiting on him. I need you down because he's not going to x-ray the helmet.
Well, the good thing is there is an x-ray machine in the Diamondbacks clubhouse. I unfortunately had to get a few pictures taken back there in the years I was here. A lot of stadiums don't.
So you have to go off to a local medical.
Hospital, yeah.
A little roller out towards short. That is a double play.
Taylor made 6-4-3. So just like that, he was out of trouble. He's going to face another left-handed hitter in Kelly Johnson as J.J. Putz gets ready. And that's the thing about a closer's job, Darren. When you're winning, your closer has to pitch a lot.
Well, we saw it Friday night. The closer was unavailable. That's where
he pitched last night. He's going to have to do it here about 16 hours later.
David Hernandez and Joe Patterson had to close. Kelly Johnson into that corner in right field. Up against the wall. Kelly racing in with the double. So Johnson, who homered late, again late in the ball game, with the double here this afternoon.
Well, Kelly's just missed a couple of balls tonight. He didn't just miss this one at all. He just slams this one on one hop off the right field fence. And that's going to be a 2-out double. Now it's decision time for the Twins. Do you walk Henry Blanco and force Kirk Gibson's hand, force him to remove Daniel Hudson, maybe for Sean Burroughs, who's coming out on deck? Or do you go ahead and pitch to Blanco and take a chance that he hurts you?
That was his backup catcher a couple of years back around Gardenhire. He had Henry Blanco in Minnesota. Gardenhire was talking early in the series about how Blanco, like we've seen this year, was real honest with Joe Mauer. I mean, the face of the franchise, even when he first got there. And Blanco was real frank with him, taught him a lot of stuff about catching.
So I'm not doing it right.
Henry's honest with Miguel, too. He's in it to play once a week or so and also be honest. Pitch from Smart. Be careful.
Rene Rivera, don't just lay it in there now. It looks like they're going to put him on.
Yeah, I was about to say that's all well and good, but for a guy who's just up from AAA who just hit someone,
he might, you can tell the catcher that all you want, but the pitcher's got to be just as smart. And this guy's probably running on big time adrenaline. He's just called up from the minor leagues. He might think he can throw it through a brick wall right now and make a mistake in that situation. So I think that's the right move by Gardenhire. Hey, let's just put him on. Sean Burroughs going to get a chance now against Hughes.
Number 1 pick of the San Diego Padres, Sean Burroughs, back in 1998. His time in San Diego in the major leagues totaled a .282 batting average. Played there 02 to 05 in Tampa in 06, and then a gap of 5 years, and he makes his way back to the big leagues. Kevin Towers signed him on a favor this winter. He's having a great year in AAA, and he's 0 for 2 so far this year in the big leagues.
Big situation right here for Burroughs. He could put on a huge insurance run. Foul tipped into the mid, strike one.
Burroughs this year in AAA Reno in 27 games was hitting .386. .386.
That's pretty good.
That whole team's raking. Boy, Kelly has a huge lead at second.
Oh, he got a hanging slider there, and he missed it. Strike two. He's got to get a very big lead because Ben Revere in center field is playing almost rover depth. So he needs to get a big lead to score on a base hit, especially to center field with Revere playing so shallow.
Literally out of the game for several years. Burroughs into the dirt it goes. 1-2 the count. One and two. Bloomquist waits. Breaking ball, bouncing ball, and this time to a knee is Alexi Casilla. No insurance. It is a tall order for J.J. Putz as he gets ready to go to work. Danny Valencia, Delman Young, who is homered, and then Rene Rivera trying to sweep the Twins. Diamondbacks are here, and here is on the verge of a sweep of the Minnesota Twins. Didn't have to use his slider much at all today, which has been a trademark last couple of outings. That slider has been important. Today, a lot of fastballs. Really believed in it. Explosive fastball, good changeup, good enough anyway. And for Hudson, again, truly a Diamondback. Remember, the Twins beat him up in his lone start as a member of the Chicago White Sox. Today, though, as a Diamondback, he gets it done. And another great atmosphere here at the ballpark. J.J. Putz goes to work. He is a perfect 11 for 11 locking down games. The longest streak of a Diamondbacks reliever to start the season and to start an individual season as well. Danny Valencia, who has hit a couple of mistakes into the seats in this series. Delman Young, who homered in the 7th. And then Rene Rivera, or a pinch hitter. We'll see. Over the outside, that's strike one. Now, Nady, as we mentioned, moves in. He is at first for Miranda, who is hit by a pitch. Parra, who pinch ran, is now in left field. The order stays the same. Breaking ball, a slider over the outside. Last night, JJ had his split back. A real good one.
And when he's got that, well, he's devastating. We've only seen him have it maybe 3 or 4 times all season. What he's done is save games with spotting his fastball.
There it is.
That was the split.
And a good one.
And he's got a couple of different ones, Darren. He's got the one like that he can throw for a called strike. And then he's got the one which I call the no-mo, the one that puts you away and really makes you look like an idiot.
And you might see it here.
I speak from experience, unfortunately.
You might see it here. He'll throw it against right-handed hitters. He's got the fastball, the slider, or the split. So on 1-2, JJ, fastball.
He went with the fastball at 93. Valencia was just able to scrape it foul.
These two met up when JJ was with the White Sox, and that was last year. Valencia got a hit against him, drove in a run. He also walked him. Arizona has never swept an interleague series in their own ballpark. That means ever.
Pretty amazing.
Bouncing ball right back to Putz.
Look at that big meat hook.
He uses the glove on top of the Michigan meat hook there to put it away. 1 out.
Big old hands like J.J. Putz has. Tough to get it by him up the middle. He throws another fastball. Valencia hits it hard, but right back at J.J. Putz, who just snares it. 1 big out.
The last time Arizona had a winning streak of more than 5 games, it was an 8-game winning streak, and it was April 4th through the 12th of 2008.
Golly. This has been that guy here this afternoon. He tied the game up with a long ball back in the 7th inning. Here he is again. Gas right by him. Strike one.
Looking to improve to 23-23. They've only seen each other twice, and Putz has the upper hand. Fastball, ground ball. He's there again. And again, that Michigan meat hook just hauls it in and makes the play. Well, the crowd loves it. It's been a great crowd this weekend. Kudos to you in the state of Arizona. Great baseball fans coming out.
Well, he caught the first one off the bat of Valencia. I think this one actually caught him. Watch where his glove goes after it just goes right to it. And he ends up saving a base hit there. 2 big outs. Go ahead and make that play with that big right meat hook.
Nearly 32,000 people on hand today.
Get on your feet, folks. We've seen 3 very good ball games this weekend. Twins have played their hearts out. So have the Diamondbacks. You should be proud of them.
Breaking ball is away. Should they improve to 23-23 for the sake of comparison? Last year, the latest Arizona was at 500 was 11-11. In 2009, 2-2. 4 games in. That pitch is low. 2-0 the count to Rene Rivera. 40,000 fans here last night. JJ on 2-0. High fly off the end of the bat. Here comes Chris Young. The Arizona Diamondbacks are relevant again. In the state of Arizona, baseball easing its way back in the summertime. Not in the springtime, but in the summertime. Arizona moves back to 23-23, and for the first time ever, they sweep an interleague series at home. Stunning to say it, but it's true. Hudson was great, and Ports put the capper on.
Yeah, once again, pardon me, Daniel Hudson, just terrific again this afternoon. J.J. Putz stays perfect, and the Diamondbacks have won 6 games in a row and 8 of their last 9. Kirk Gibson's been looking for a role. Well, his team is officially on one now, folks. What a homestand.
An amazing homestand. They now head to Denver, Colorado, where the Rockies are waiting. That'll be a tall challenge.
No question. The Rockies haven't been playing great baseball at all. They lost again to the Milwaukee Brewers this afternoon, so they're coming back to the pack, and also the Diamondbacks starting to shoot up the Western standings.
Well, we can now talk about the standings because Arizona is at 500, 23-23. Mark McClune is down below. He's with the Arizona manager, Kirk Gibson. Mark, take it away down there.
Yeah, that's right. Talking a lot about his team getting on a roll. How does it feel to be on a roll?
Well, we got a good homestand for sure. We came off a real tough road trip, kind of salvaged that a bit. And played a poor first game on this homestand, but played very well. Played with a lot of drive, determination, made some great plays. Had some times we didn't pitch very well, but we just dealt with it.
How much fun is it to be in this ballpark when it's rocking like this?
It was a very good atmosphere. Fans came out, and I think they're kind of starting to feel a little bit. Team's feeling a little bit. We got a long way to go. We got to remain humble.
I'll let you go talk to your team real quick, but just real quick, any word on Juan? Did you hear anything back?
I don't know yet. We'll see. He's going to get a lot of playing time, and hopefully everything will work out okay.
Thank you for your time. Appreciate it. Kirk Gibson going inside the Diamondbacks clubhouse, guys. I'll stay on Twitter and get you an update if we do have anything on Juan Miranda.
Thank you very much, Mark McClune, coming on the road trip with us. We look forward to that. Boy, this was a fun homestand. Baseball finding its way back in the summertime. School is out and the Diamondbacks are winning. Is there any better combination? Make sure to join us on FoxSportsArizona.com. It picks up again next on Tuesday. It's a double header. So we'll be with you in the afternoon. We'll be with you in the evening. The Arizona Diamondbacks. Well, they made the climb, and now they are standing firmly on Mount